in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Ramsauer. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Herrera. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. Quarterback making checks. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Give to the running back. Creates a little room. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him. You get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. They'll go right back to the run. Nice move to keep running. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Back to pass, it's Gentry. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The short hands, it's Herrera. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to swing it on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
Going to look downfield again. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Tigers will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Gentry. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Rock. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the right. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes up, and what a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory, he jumps the route, he intercepts it, and returns it now inside the 5-yard line, setting his offense up.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Fielded in the end zone. It's blocked. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking for a gap. It's Herrera. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He'll try to do it himself. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. LSU will get a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Caught over the middle. It's Herrera. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. LSU quick to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He's moving out of the pocket. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll move the wide receiver. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's loose. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. You force them into third and medium. Now you get a situation where you're playing pass, but, man, got to do a better job of keeping that rabbit in the cage. Don't let him outside the pocket, because when he does, you see right there, he chews up 10 quick and gets that third down conversion.
There he goes. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Under fire. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 11. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Steps away. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, LSU! It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. LSU right back to the line.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, it's picked off. Trying to take it back. The 40. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And that's just a force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage, and if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take them away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Gentry. Throws to the back. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Now adjusting. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking for the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. This time it's complete. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. To the air, it's Gentry. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. He didn't see anyone open, said, no problem, I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Fires to the right. Got the tight end outside. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Jones. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. LSU quick to the line. He wants to change this route. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Rush is on him. He tries to take the top off. Makes the catch. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get him isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And I tell you what, when you get inside the 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football. The offense, try to change it up a little bit, maybe try to throw it. I don't like it, and obviously it didn't work, but at least you got a few more downs here.
And he will score! Touchdown, Tigers!
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. begs the question, how aggressive will the play calling be? Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, it's Gentry. The throw. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Line getting set on second down. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got his man downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Running through contact. Touchdown, Aggies! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
LSU 14.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it out. It's Fernandez. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Dropping back, it's Gentry. Good timing on the quick out. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Handoff from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
To the air on second down. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Finds a man on the left. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, They finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Gentry. Working that left side now. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Makes the grab. At the 20, he's got space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Got his man quickly.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Back to pass. Right down the middle. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the Aggies have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Tight end now in motion. Slams it ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Ramsauer. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the 2nd half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And
oh, he's got some space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Rock. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. On target to the left. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Herrera. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Ramsauer. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The tag. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
there's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect them.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's the handoff. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
How about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. You used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
Fourth and a long way to go, but the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A shot toward the end zone, and it's caught! Touchdown, Aggies! That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They'll give it to the back. Oh, what a move. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. LSU right back to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage. And
turning it on. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Buying some time. On the run, fires downfield. Picked off. What a play by this defense. At midfield, he's got room. Takes it the other way. The 10. Touchdown, Aggies! And they turn it into a defensive score. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Here comes the heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's go. The give as they work on that clock. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Oh, they're after him. Converts on fourth down. Still going. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. A&M comes back out with another first down. Motion from the wide receiver. To throw, it's Gentry. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Using his legs to buy some time. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Quarterback empties his backfield. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Moving away from pressure. Throwing right. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Touchdown, Texas A&M. How about this defense taking one back to the house? The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Looking downfield on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he's thrown another interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you...
Deep shot for the end zone. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Wants to go up top on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this to make...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Gentry. Pocket breaking down. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Stands in and takes the hit. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, but you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, you get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Quickly complete. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Rock. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent.